Thank you, Vijay. Sachin Dangi from Xavier International College on the topic violence against women empowerment.
Now, the claps are over. This is something my principal sir told me when I was back in school. Never clap before anybody speaks, because you might not like what the person has spoken, and that clap ain't worth it. But today, I promise you, this clap which you gave me before I speak will worth every while after I end my 5-minute speech. So, let me start. Now, here I go. There's this beautiful girl in my college. She's really, really beautiful. Even to be honest, I have a crush on her. Now, as I'm speaking here, she's in our college attending her classes. Now, I'm speaking here in the topic violence against women. So do I think she is safe there in the college? For some time, I might think yes. But if I look at stats of CNN, what it says is 22% of abuses in girls happens in college. So she's not safe there in college. Since she is my crush, I have to keep her safe. So where do I take her? Probably the best thing is our own home. In order to reach home, we need to walk through streets. And that street is filled up of thousands of people with thousands of different things, irrational when they see a beautiful girl. Okay, now let's assume I somehow get her home safe. Now, is she again safe in her home? Answer is sadly no. According to Nepal government's website, total of 6,000 domestic violence cases are registered that into 2015 that took place in her home. So she's not even safe in her home. So where do I take her? Where is she safe? Should I keep her locked somewhere isolated so that no person can see her and she is safe? No. If I do that, I will be the one who will be the culprit. I'll be violating her rights of freedom. So there's this thing. Thank you, people. So now, coming to the topic. Since she's not safe in her own home, can I think that she will be safe when she's doing job with some people whom she has never met in her entire life? So that is my topic for today. Violence against women empowerment. History of empowerment. Where did women empowerment actually came from? It came after World War II. Most of the boys, men, they were fighting the war, they were injured, and they were not able to work properly. So there were these women revolutions that came out during that period. That gave empowerment to women. They started running the industries because boys were wasted in the wars. So it's then women empowerment actually started. Now, up to where we have reached in women empowerment in our nation, it's up to 33%. So does that 33% even is a solution? I say no. That's where violence against women empowerment comes in. Boys feel jealous, to be honest. When I was coming here to attend this program, there was this woman's seat that was left empty, and the girls were sitting in the back of the microvan. I cannot say girls to go and sit in the Moila seat because that is a woman's seat, because they have right to sit in the back seat. That's their right, fundamental right. But where do I sit? Because they are sitting in the other places. So equality is not the point we need to mention if we are reducing women empowerment, violence against women empowerment. It's equity. Girls must understand the rights, and they must have this thinking that this 33% is not only that is for them. They must go far beyond 33%, because that 33% is just a compulsion. Target for the 100%. Now, for jealousy, I'll give you an evidence. I'm a president of Nationwide Teenage Society, that is Teenage Society of Nepal. And this is a registered organization. Tomorrow we are building a library in Sri Ishwari Nimabi, Okhreni. So what happened during the registration was, there were a lot of boys. There were 15 boys who were really good. And there were 3 girls who were also good. So when registering, we need to register of 7 people's name. So what actually happened was, I need to take 3 girls compulsorily as my executive members because that is what my government says to me. But those boys, they don't even get a fair chance to stand up for that 33, to stand up in that executive members board. So that's where this that is where this jealousy starts from. So we need to end this jealousy. And how do we do it? Psychology, change the psychology of person. If a toddler is born in a society where there is no woman violence, once he grows up, he won't even know that the term woman violence is in existence, so that he will never repeat woman violence. So grow up the psychology of the people living in the society. women violence is a bad plague that is growing in our society. And we must realize the fact that, yes, we are the one who can change it. That plague can be thrown from its very root, because nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin. Now,
Moving on. At last, I would like to call Anushka Sharma from ACE Institute of Management on the topic women trafficking.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I represent ACE Institute of Management, here to present my views upon violence against women with the subtopic women trafficking. Let me not define you what trafficking is. Let me provide you a situation where you're planning a trip that might rejuvenate you from all the personal works you have done at your home or your academic work because you're tired. But in the time you get kidnapped, and you are forced to prostitution, to sell your body, to even to strip your clothes, and even engage in sexual acts for performing as a means of being a woman to perform for pornographic materials. Would you like to be placed in such devastating state? I guess not. Of course not. No one would like to be such a woman. Many of them are treated as rag dolls that can be replaced at any time, any moment, and are used for engaging in sexual acts. They have got beaten by whips that leaves them a scar for every moment, every day. They have to look at the scar and think, what have I done to deserve this disastrous acts from being to me? What may be the causes of women trafficking is, one of the main causes, money. Money makes the world go round. It's a famous saying. Obviously, due to money, many women are trafficked. It's the root of all evil. And many women endure exploitation and even abuse because of some men trying to gain money due to their inability to earn from satisfactory professional careers like being doctors or even lawyers. Another is brainwashing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, people are brainwashed to perform such sexual acts for the purpose of being serving as a woman in pornographic materials. They scare them so bad that it is a technique used by businesses, even illegal trading like women trafficking. They scare them so bad that they forget their religious, even cultural code of conduct and are forced to be used as object, not as a human being. Pornography might be a cause of women trafficking, because now we all have easy access to porn, and out of 80% of women trafficking is due to sexual exploitation. 20.9 million adults and children are sold for commercial sexual servitude trade and forced labor and bonded labor. We all might be aware that 30th July is a day celebrated as Women's Day Against Trafficking in Person. Let us not celebrate just one single day for women against trafficking, but celebrate 365 days for women against trafficking. Looking at the solutions, we can provide the trafficking victims legal services, including support for those seeking benefits or special visas. Let me tell you, there is rituals that is called honor killings, where victims are killed by their own father, own uncle, or even own brother with the support of the mother, because they are said to tarnish the image, the family image in the society. Another solution is providing them health services as well as counseling. Since victims have all those traumatic experiences replaying on their mind, don't they deserve to be counseled? Do you think they will lead a normal life after such violent acts being performed on them? Yes, providing opportunities for traffic victims like jobs, skills training, makes them increase their chance of leading a normal life, a better life after the traumatic experiences. Let us all become more humane and not have a borderline between men and women, but see each one of us as human and have a human approach to solving violence against women. Thank you.